Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, what does Jessica think about Kevin Samuels? Well, so I'm glad you asked, because this was a name that I was seeing so often in my comment section of guys wanting me to do a reaction video. And truth be told, I had never heard of him before. I wasn't familiar with him in the dating space. And after I did look him up, I honestly wasn't sure if he was a dating coach for men or women. I was just a little, I think he was more of a lifestyle coach. So I kind of put it to the side. Also, his videos are like an hour, 2 hours long. So I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know if I could do that. However, I just found a video called "We Are Educated and Make Money. Why Do Need Men?" I think it's supposed to say, "Why Do We Need Men?" And that really caught my eye. It's only 5 minutes long. So I thought, you know what, this is a really good, I think that's a really good topic. I hear so many women say it and think it all the time. I've been guilty of saying it and thinking it, but you know, I already know that we're wired for connection. We're wired for love. We're meant to be together. We're meant to want something with somebody else. We're a collective species. And so yeah, I'm gonna do a reaction video. I know nothing about the guy. I've never seen this video before. So I'm just gonna give you my in the moment response to what I think about him and the video. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to see what I have to say about what the other people in this space have to say, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. Tyrion, I can hear you eating. You're cutie, cutie. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started on this guy.
Good.
So,
what's your disagreement?
my disagreement is just basically about the fact that Black women shouldn't have to feel obligated to smile to Black men. We're holding a lot of trauma. We're holding a lot of problems, mental health issues.
Hold on. How old are you?
24.
I'm gonna say this one more time. I need you to pay attention. I need all Black women to pay attention. The world does not owe you understanding or me understanding. If you have all this trauma, go seek professional help. Because
Gonna stop it right there. You know, they are obviously referencing Black women, Black men. I clearly can't speak to that experience. However, I do already agree with him basically voicing, listen, nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you understanding. It's hard enough to even understand ourselves, let alone have to understand other people. We really don't fucking owe it to anybody. And if you do have traumas, you absolutely should be fucking taking care of it. Even if you don't have traumas, if you are at a point in your life where you are causing pain to either yourself or other people and you're sick of it, you should absolutely be in therapy. And you know what? That's fucking everybody. We should all be in therapy. So let's continue.
Because the rest of us do not have to suffer you.
Okay, it's easy to tell Black women and Black people
Do you not
in the Black community to get help.
Whose responsibility is it to get the help they need?
But it's not available readily to our community.
That is
easily.
bullshit.
You know what? I really love that he's coming down hard on this girl, and I appreciate it. I hear so many excuses, and you know what? It's the number one reason men drop out of working with me is when I tell them that, like, listen, you need to be in therapy for this if you and I are gonna be able to continue to grow with one another. They're like, oh, I just want to know how to, like, fucking, like, make women wet with my words. And I'm just like, all right, dude, but if you're still a piece of shit, or if you're still an insecure motherfucker, or if you're still terrified of making a move, it's nothing I tell you is gonna help you. I love how hard he's coming down on her in regards to not letting her get away with excuses she's making for ourselves. I think too many of us make excuses as to why we're not able to grow, why we're not able to be accountable for the shitty ways we're treating people or shitty ways we're treating ourselves. So I really appreciate him already. I'm glad you guys put me onto this man.
With the wealth gap growing, how many people
whose
can
responsibility is it to get the mental health they need? Who?
it is ultimately the responsibility of us to get the mental health that we need. But I'm
You
letting
mean-
you know
you
that
mean the
we are
person
very
being
underserved.
You can't make this stuff up. So you say we're underserved. You got to tell me that the therapists that already exist are overloaded. We don't go get help, ma'am. You just had a therapist on here before. I talked to psychiatrists, and first of all, understand who you're talking to. I know hundreds of, anyway. What do black people tend to deal with? How do black women tend to deal with their mental health issues? With a licensed clinician or with Jesus?
That is what's pushed to us since
No,
from the age that we are little.
No, ma'am.
That's something we grow up
I asked who. No, see, I asked who they see. We're not gonna play. I'm not gonna play the lily pad game. Did they go to a clinician or did they go to the church?
The church most often.
All right, and these are educated. Most of these women are educated, and they've heard about therapy. They make the choice not to go. No different than, I'm gonna switch it up. No different than women understand and hear that being 200 pounds and 5 foot tall is unhealthy. But yet 80% of our women are overweight and 80% of that is obese. They know the truth. They choose to do something else.
The narrative pushed to us most often is that a guy wants a woman with a big ass. He wants, a thick lady.
Accountability is kryptonite to modern women.
Damn! He really said accountability is kryptonite to modern women. I think accountability is kryptonite to fucking any of us. It's so easy to look at somebody else and be like, you're the fucking problem, not me. It's so easy to say, I'm not the problem, I just have a busy work week or a very demanding schedule, or my parents made me like this. Get comfortable with accountability.
Ma'am, you say the traumas? If I accept them, then you got to do something about them. Because what about the traumas that the black man has to deal with? But we still have to get out here and be functioning people in society, contributing. You don't get to walk around and say, have a special victim status.
I'm not saying we should have a special victim status, but our circumstance is different. We are women.
We are less. You're 24 years old. Is your circumstance harder or easier than your grandmother and your great grandmother?
Exponentially easier. We have access to information we didn't have.
Exponentially easier, but you're handling it worse. Your grandmother and your great grandmother actually could work with a black man with more trauma.
Because they understood that the black woman and the black man are on the same side. Now that we are all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to, be one with the black man? We even think that being...
Thank you. Clip it, slice it, put it on World Star. She said it, not me.
And you know what? She said it right there. Why she kind of shot herself in the foot. Why would we seek to be one with the black man? I see it so much in my comments. I see it so much from, people who follow my stuff. This idea of us versus them. And it sounds like that's very much where she's coming from right now. And it's funny because he's kind of coaching her, but I hear her excuses in the subscribers I have, in the comments I see, this idea of why would we want to be one with women? Women are like this. Women are the enemy. The whole MGTOW crew, that's basically, we want nothing to do with women. They're awful for you. She's basically saying the same thing about herself, and why would I try to be one with black men? Or why would we black women try to be one with black men? Any type of divisive perspective you have going in, it's gonna fuck you over in the long run. And until you work with that in yourself, you can't imagine how awful your dating life could be for the rest of your life if you don't work on it. I have so many girlfriends, I have so many guy friends who operate with that mentality of us versus them, men versus women. And then they wonder why they're getting shat on. They wonder why they're attracting these awful people, these awful circumstances. You do not attract who you want, you attract who you are. So if you are this person who comes in with this divisive ass attitude, us versus them, the world against me, woe is me, I deserve better than this, but all that is beneath me, then guess what? You're gonna attract some miserable shit into your life. Period. That's just the name of the game.
Now that you're independent, you don't need to be with. There you go. There you go. And there you go. And there you go. There you go, black man. There it is. She's finally got one to say it.
Build businesses with us.
Your grandmothers, and your great grandmothers had more trauma and more stress and did it better. They have exponentially less and they're handling it worse. But it's because they're free and can do what the hell they want to. They'll need to be with you. So you don't need to feel any guilt for taking care of you, for putting yourself first and making your passion, your purpose, your priority. You don't need to feel guilty because this 24-year-old woman just said it. They don't feel any guilt about it. Thank you.
Okay. I will say right now that she's the type of woman that a lot of guys on this channel absolutely complain about. The modern woman, the entitled woman. And you know what? I really feel for you guys, because for as divisive as y'all can be against us, you know, a lot of men or a lot of women are that much more hateful. Especially nowadays. I feel like, you know, people always cringe when I say I'm a feminist, but I believe in men. Feminists believe that men deserve rights as well. Men deserve paid maternity leave as well. Men deserve to have a say in whether or not a woman keeps a baby. That's what type of feminist I am. I don't believe in bringing men down in order to bring women up. I believe that we women are absolutely entitled to rights and being valued and being able to make decisions for ourselves. And there are women like this lovely lady who harbor a cynicism against men because we're women. And because we had a shit time of it for a long time. It was a very recent, you know, it's very new that it is illegal for you to beat your wife. In the 50s, it was okay. I think in the 60s, it was all right too. You know, that's our parents' ages. So, God, what do I have to say about this? I get it. Trust me, I get it. I have plenty of girlfriends that are like this, that think men have to, like, you know, come over on their hands and knees in order to prove that they're worthy. And you know what? You don't have to mess with women like that. And I promise not all women are like that. I'm gonna cry because not all women are like that. And, you know, I know not all of you guys are like that as well. And it comes from a place of pain. I talked about you don't need to understand other people, at least understand yourself, but at least understand your pain and what you're willing to do about it. Because if you're not willing to do shit about it, then don't expect anything else to be different in your life. So with that said, obviously I got a point to my Speak Spark Arousal system where I do talk about how to gain back your power, your perspective, and that pedestal that you should be on, not us women, to again keep the women that are deserving of you. Again, Speak Spark Arousal at speaksparkarousal.com. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you next time.